Magmula nung ako'y natutong umawit, naging makulay ang aking munting daigdig. Tila ilog pala ang paghimig, kung malalim damdami pag-ibig, kung umapaw ang kaluluwa tinig, ay sadyang nanginginig. Magmula nung ako'y natutong umawit, bawat sandali aking pilit mabatid, ang himig na may tuturing atin, mapupuri pagkat bubudangi, di marami ang di magsasabing heto na inyong dinggin. Kay ganda ng ating musika, kay ganda ng ating musika, ito ay atin, sariling atin, at sa habang buhay, awitin natin. Kay ganda ng ating musika.
I know it's late, but I had to tell you what's been on my mind. It's been so long since I held you close and looked into your eyes. I know that lately it seems that time has passed us by. But boy, I promise that our love will make it right. 'Cause the next time the next time that I hold you in my arms, I wanna touch you, boy, 'cause I'm longing for your touch. Let me taste the sweetness of your lips on mine. Next time, so for you, yeah. I want you to know, 'cause you know this love is true, yeah. Come close to me. Let me show.
Ang gabing hinihintay, mga tagahanga ko'y nagdating ang lahat. Nananabik kong marinig inyong palakpak. Mayroong kaba sa aking dibdib, pinapawisan pa ng tila malakit. Ito ang dinaranas ko sa tuwing palabas. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, ako'y nagagalak at kayo'y nagsinalo sa gabi ng palabas ko. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, ako'y nagagalak at tayo'y nagkaniig kahit konting sandali. Sa harap ninyo ay walang lungkot, suliranin ko'y bigla ring nalilimot. Ngiti ninyo'y mabisang ang gamot. Sa indak nitong musikang inaalay, nararamdaman ko pintig ng inyong buhay, bumibilis nag-iibang kulay. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, ako'y nagagalak at kayo'y nagsidalo sa gabi ng palabas ko. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, ako'y nagagalak at tayo'y nagkaniig kahit konting sandali. Pag nagdilim na ang ilaw, hinahanap pa rin kayo. Kundi dahil sa inyong lahat, ako'y wala rin.
They say that I'm strange. They tell me ever since I met you I've changed. I must admit it's true, and I go out of my way to do anything for you. 'Cause baby, I want you to know that I've gotten so close, and I need you to show me a sign. Because you and I can't afford to waste time when it's love that's on my mind. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, it's you that I've been thinking of. And every day, every week, every month, every year with you, I wanna be in love. 'Cause I can't get enough. It's on my mind. You see, I think about you all the time. I can't eat and I can't sleep. I can't think 'cause all I think about is you and how you make me feel inside. From every little thing that you do, 'cause you put a smile on my face every time we embrace and pull my body close to you. But if only you knew all the things that I do for your love, I stay true. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, it's you that I've been thinking of. And every day, every week, every month, every year with you, I wanna be in love. 'Cause I can't get enough. It's on my mind. You see, I think about you all the time. Magmula nang tayo'y nagkalayo, ang puso'y umiibig pa rin, nalulumbay sa tuwing naaalala ang lumipas natin. Ang mga mata ko'y laging may luha, hindi kaya mayroon ka ng iba. Sabihin mo ako pa rin ang iniibig mo. Kailanman ikaw lamang ang aking mahal. Kailanman ang tangi kong pinagdarasal. Minsan pa sana'y mayakap ka, patutunayan na mahal kita. Kahit na saan ka man naroon, nais ko na iyong malaman. Hinding-hindi kita magagawa na aking kalimutan ang lahat. Bayan pa kayang sakdal dilag, ang di magnasang makaangat.
sakdal dilag, ang di magnasang makaalpas. Pilipinas ko minumutya, ugat ng luha ko't datita. Aking adhika, makita kang sakdalaya. Aking adhika, makita kang Salamat musika, lahat ng panahon maaasahan ka. Salamat musika, itong munting mundo ay napapasigla. Salamat musika, lahat ng panahon maaasahan ka. Salamat musika, itong munting mundo ay napapasigla. Ako ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika. Likas sa aking puso at hikain kay kanda. Sa Pilipinas na aking bayan, lantay na perlas ng silanganan, wari na tipo ng kayamanan ng may kapal. Bigay sa'king talino sa mabuti lang laan, sa aki katutubo ang maging mapagmahal. Ako ay Pilipino, ako ay Pilipino, isang bansa, isang diwa ang minimithi ko. Sa bayang ko't bandila, laan buhay ko't diwa. Ako ay Pilipino, Pilipinong totoo. Ako ay Pilipino, ako ay Pilipino, taas noo kahit kanino, ang Pilipino ay ako.
Thank you, Filipinas, Performing Arts Association. Great performance. Good evening lahat. My name is Arnaldo, and I'm a proud gay Filipino American immigrant. I'm also known as Arnaldo Dragchantus, and my pronouns are he, him, his. I am your co host tonight, and welcome to the Filipino community of Seattle's 86th anniversary gala.
That's right. Mabuhay po mga kapamilya at mga kababayan. And my name is Aleksa Manila, and I primarily use she pronouns or siya, especially when I'm in drag. And speaking of, I'm also here as your Miss Gay Filipino 2000 Kopong Kopong. Yes, celebrating 20 years of diversity and inclusion with the Filipino community of Seattle. Maraming salamat po. Hello, Kuya Arnaldo.
Hello, Aleksa. Ang
For,
ganda-ganda mo tonight.
ano lang, casual look lang po for daytime for the palengke because I have to get the groceries. By the way, I am so honored and I'm so proud to be co-emceeing the 86th annual FCS anniversary gala with my best friend Arnaldo Dragchantus. And for folks that may not know this, Arnaldo was recognized for his lifetime achievement in the arts by the Filipino community of Seattle. All right, well, let's begin our festivities. On behalf of the Filipino community of Seattle, we respectfully acknowledge the Coast Salish peoples, specifically the Duwamish, past and present, whose unceded land we are on. It is with humility that we express our gratitude to all members of the Duwamish tribe for sharing with us the richness of this land and of their land. Maraming salamat po.
October is also Filipino American National History Month. It is to celebrate the landing of the first Filipinos in North America in what is now known as Morro Bay, California, in October 1587. Would you believe Filipinos have been in this country for more than 400 years? But it is only recently that we started celebrating our presence here. Many thanks to the work of the Filipino American National Historical Society, or FANS, the late Uncle Fred Cordova and Auntie Dorothy Cordova, who led the charge in making October as the Philippine X History Month.
That's right. And we here at FCS, we are celebrating the Philippine history by previewing with you, all of you, our friends out there and our family, a photo of the third of the four panels that comprise the Eliseo Art Arambulo Silva's mural, which is located at the Kern Veloria Plaza of the Filipino Community Village in the Rainier Valley neighborhood of Seattle, Washington. The mural depicts the rich history of the Filipinx community in Seattle and in the United States. In the middle of the panel is a babaylan carrying a salakot full of products which we introduced to the country. For those who are not as familiar with babaylan, they are someone who has the ability to mediate with the spirit world, has their own spirit guides, and is given gifts of healing, foretelling, and insight. And babaylans are believed to be the two spirit beings of our world. They may also have knowledge of healing therapies. They are ritualists, chanters, and diviners. They have a gift of traveling to the spirit world or non-ordinary states of reality in order to mediate with the spirits. The babaylan tradition concerns the Filipinx wisdom and power within us all. Filipinx everywhere can be empowered by traditions preserved, upheld, and passed on by the babaylans.
The mural honors and recognizes the work of many individuals as well. Larry Itliong, who organized the West Coast agricultural workers starting in the 1930s and rose to national prominence in 1965 when he, Philip Veracruz, Benjamin Gines, and Pete Velasco walked off the farms of area table grape owners, demanding wages equal to the federal minimum wage that became known as the Delano Grape Strike. He has been described as one of the fathers of the West Coast labor movement.
And Seattle's very own Filipino-American Carlos Bolosan, a Filipino-American author, poet, and activist. Carlos Bolosan was a chronicler of the Filipino-American experience during the 1930s through the early 1950s. Novel America is in the Heart, written and published in 1946, a staple in many American ethnic studies and Asian American studies throughout the country.
Wonderful book, wonderful book. Pio Decano, who won a groundbreaking case to have the right to own property in the US in April 1940. And of course, Uncle Fred, the late Fred, and Auntie Dorothy Cordova, and many community members who have contributed to the betterment of our beloved Philippine X community. I would like to take this opportunity to personally thank Uncle Fred and Auntie Dorothy for mentoring me when I first arrived in Seattle. I joined Sining Kilosan, a film theater group back then that was a part of Filipino youth activities and led by Team Cordova. And that really helped me grow as a performer and artist and met so many young Filipino American performers as well. So thank you, Auntie Dorothy and Uncle Fred. And I'm very grateful.
Thank you. As you can see and hear, home is where the heart is, and no matter how far away we are to the homeland, family is here. Thank you so much, Arnaldo, for sharing that beautiful memory. This mural is also packed with many interesting facts about our history, which the Filipino community of Seattle is going to write about. The mural will be unveiled to the public when we can safely gather together, and hopefully very, very soon.
I think it's going to be next spring, Aleksa.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
we'll have to figure out an outfit for that.
That's for sure. And now on to our sponsors.
That's
Aleksa?
right. Our major sponsors, everyone, please help me in giving them a round of applause. Marpak Construction, thank you so very much. And of course, Amazon.
Our platinum sponsors, Beacon Development, Human Good, Agnes Vining of Compass Real Estate, and Francis Franco of Franco Financial Strategies.
And our gold sponsors, Gold, Liberty Mutual, and Safeco Insurance, and the Filipino American Physicians of Washington, or FAPWA.
Our silver sponsors, SEIU Healthcare, MUFG Union Bank, Roluda Architects, Metcher Family, the Metcher Family, June, Gemma, Miko, and Joseph. How are you? And of course, Mimi Castillo and Gerald Finafrock.
That's right. And our friends of the Filipino community of Seattle, Asian Counseling and Referral Service, otherwise known as ACRS, American Home Planners, and Gil and Esperanza Dumlao. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, everyone. We're on for tonight is really exciting, and our goal tonight is to raise $75,000 to support the senior, youth, and gender-based violence programs. These programs have been operating despite the pandemic. Could you imagine that? And tonight, you will hear more about those programs. So far, we have received $50,000 in pledges from various organizations and individuals. So mas madali ngayon. It's easier. 25,000. We have to come up with 25,000. If more, better.
That's right. $50,000 lang po. Dollars no pesos. We have to use my calculator. But anyway, and now we are so honored to introduce to you the Filipino Community of Seattle Board President, Mr. Edwin Obras.
Edwin has been on the FCS board since 2016 and volunteered on the Filipino Community Village Advisory Committee prior to that. His volunteerism for the community goes back to his college days when he created and conducted a needs survey for the aging Filipino population, demonstrating a need for culturally competent health services and long-term care facilities. He has worked in the human services field for the last 25 years on programs and funding, He currently works for the Seattle Human Services Department at the City of Seattle. Ladies and gentlemen, mga kababayan, please welcome Edwin Obra.
Friends of FCS, we are currently taking care of the audio issues. We will return shortly into our program while we fix the issue. Thank you so very much for your patience and support of the Filipino community of Seattle. Mabuhay ang Pilipino. Thank you once again for your patience with us. Salamat po. While we are gathering for the
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the Filipino Community of Seattle's 86th Anniversary Gala, brought to you again virtually this year due to the ongoing pandemic. While we can't be together in person, we at FCS have you in our hearts and minds and hope you, your family, and loved ones have remained healthy over the last 20 months. The theme of our gala, Together We Rise, is in honor of those that have supported FCS during these times of uncertainty. You've helped us financially with in-kind donations and volunteer hours, and we want to recognize our program and Filipino Community Village funders and partners, and of course our staff and volunteers who continue to do amazing things at FCS. The FCS staff serves the community with compassion, empathy, and with little fanfare, ensuring our seniors stay healthy with nutritious meals, that they have connection, further reducing social isolation with companionship and learning opportunities in our virtual senior village. Our staff have developed programming for our youth to have space dedicated to learning and remaining engaged with interactive curriculum and activities. I want to take this time to thank our staff and our Executive Director, Agnes Navarro, for their excellency in providing services to the community. They've really created a space that values the potential in everyone, no matter their circumstances. That we are all here to learn and to give back, and that FCS remain an inclusive space for all. I also want to take this time to recognize the leadership of our board of directors. The FCS board is currently made up of 12 individuals who find time out of their busy schedules to volunteer at FCS on a regular basis, chair subcommittees, and consult and provide technical assistance to staff. We are government employees, lawyers, work in tech, insurance, and architecture. We are consultants, small business owners, retired folks, and non-profit executives. I am amazed by the talent and dedication of my board colleagues to the organization and its mission. The engagement of our board members and their call to action is a key hallmark of an organization that is stable and can flourish even under uncertain conditions. We've made great strides over the last year, including the completion of the Filipino Community Village, which has been over 10 years in the making, something that we pride ourselves in as community-driven effort led by volunteers with a vision for affordable housing for our seniors. We also want to make sure to take care of our beloved community center, which has gone through a kitchen remodel and update and a complete redo and fortifying of our roof. These were not easy projects given the age of our building, but with perseverance and leadership of board members and staff, we completed them, ensuring for the safety and use of community space for decades to come. We've also expanded programs to ensure community needs are met and have added staff to support our growth. You'll hear more about our achievements, milestones, and some exciting program expansion news from speakers tonight. In closing, I want to thank the Planning Committee who have had to adapt to changing conditions during the pandemic. Thank you for your continued dedication to this event and ensuring its success. To our co-hosts, Aleksa, Manila, and Arnaldo, true professionals who year after year make room in their calendars to provide their lively, entertaining MC skills, ensuring our events go without a hitch. To our sponsors, thank you for believing in our mission and for your contribution. And of course, to you. FCS is not about one person, but about our community. Thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to many exciting things to come for FCS. We look forward to seeing you again when the pandemic wanes and can continue the legacy of community building that has driven the success of FCS over the last 86 years. Again, thank you and enjoy the rest of the program.
Maraming salamat po, FCS President Mr. Edwin Obras. We would also like to thank the volunteers and staff who made the program possible. And we would like to thank the donors of the auction items that are being bid on right now at our Greater Giving link. So please go and check it out. We have an amazing auction items list that have been donated. We have an art piece by Elizabeth LeCount, photographs by John Paredes, masked bowls by Imperfect Pinoy Potter, Mariners tickets to the Hamilton musical,
Wow.
gift cards to Musang. And can we talk about their lumpia, sinigang, kare-kare, pancit? Ang sarap. My goodness, I'm hungry. Okay, I gotta go. Arnaldo, you're on your own now. And of course, the hard-to-reserve seatings to Archipelago. Did you know that Archipelago made it to the New York Times 50 top new U.S. restaurants in 2021? Only 3 Seattle restaurants made it to that list, and one of them is Archipelago. Congratulations and mabuhay to husband and wife team Aaron Versosa and Amber Manugid. They use local ingredients and pay tribute to the history of Phil-Am Manongs and Manangs in the Pacific Northwest. Archipelago is indeed an experiential and informative experience as well. So please bid, 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 and bid on these wonderful items and help the Filipino community of Seattle at the same time.
Another great item to bid on tonight is a gift card for $500 to Canlis Restaurant. By the way, Aleksa, did you know the new executive chef is Philippine X?
Yes,
Hey,
dear,
Chef
of
Ranian He's
course.
the new chef of Canlis and also a member of the LGBTQ community.
That is
Right?
perfect. That is
And
correct, madam.
She was born in the Philippines and she speaks Bisaya. So the
Yes.
Visayas out there, go to Canlis, one of Seattle's most iconic, not one of, but Seattle's most iconic restaurant. And to top it all, the lead sommelier is also Philippine X, Linda Milagros Violago, and she's from Vancouver, Canada. Isn't it amazing that for Seattle's most iconic restaurant, the chef and the lead sommelier are both Philippine X and women?
Yes.
This is unheard of in the industry, really. Mga kababayan. I'm just thrilled. Filipinos and our communities getting, top billing. This is unheard of. Both Aisha and Linda are breaking barriers and leading the way for others in our community. So again, bid, 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 please.
Is bid Tagalog? Parang Tagalog yata. Ano kay meaning nun?
Anong bid?
Bid, bid.
Bid, 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 bid. Bid, bid is scary.
Oh, yeah.
Bid.
We carry. Ayan.
And
Carry
carry
na
na.
kayo.
Online bidding will be open until midnight on Sunday. So you have lots of time. So come on, everyone. Let's help the Filipino community of Seattle move on with their services and support them.
That's right. But before that, and while they're thinking of which items to bid on, we will help you decide with a very special performance
Of Juliet Cheatle. Juliet Omli Kawas Cheatle, cultural consultant, choreographer, and director, lecturer, and activist, has been honing her knowledge of indigenous dances and culture all throughout her professional life. She has been providing tutelage of Filipino culture and dance as an experienced performing artist. She travels far and wide, not only as a performing artist, but delivering lectures, conducting workshops, and providing training on indigenous dances of the Cordillera region, as well as other regions of the Philippines. Our culture is so diverse and so rich. Juliet is currently the director, choreographer of the Filipinas Performing Arts of Washington State and the dance instructor for the Filipino community of Seattle's Kalahi Dance Company. Please welcome Juliet Cheatle.
Maraming salamat po, Juliet Cheatle, for that beautiful performance featuring the many colorful and diverse cultures of the Philippine Islands. At this time, we would like to acknowledge some of our friends of the Filipino community of Seattle, our donors and bidders, C Pharmacy, Chris Kepler, John Paredes, Shireen Thornton, Juan Pablo, and Melanie Paredes. Maraming salamat po for all of your gifts and donations to the Filipino community of Seattle, celebrating 86 years here in Seattle, Washington.
Thank you for your support. We would now like to introduce the Filipino community of Seattle's executive director, a very dear friend and a mentor to me as well. I have known this wonderful human being for about 10 years now, and I first met her at one of my shows in Seattle. She would always bring the FCS board at that time, my shows, and even back then, I knew she had my back and continued to support my projects even today. So let me proudly introduce Dr. Agnes Navarro, who oversees the day-to-day operations
Good
of the
evening,
Filipino
everyone.
community of
Magandang
Seattle.
gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako
She ensures the programs and activities are effectively delivered to the community members and programs are sufficiently funded. She is an experienced administrator with more than 20 years' experience prior to assuming the position of executive director. She has an entrepreneurial spirit. Oh my God, my tongue. And she has started nonprofit organizations here in Seattle from the ground up and successfully received sufficient funding for those organizations. Agnes has a degree in medicine from the University of Washington and has retired from the University of Washington, pardon me. And she is currently the medical administrator of Sojourner with Rural Management Services, a nonprofit organization offering medical detoxification medical services and a medical consultancy business. Prior to her appointment as executive director, Agnes was a board member of the Filipino community of Seattle for more than 10 years, very dedicated, and was once a director of the organization's culture and arts program when I met her. Please welcome Dr. Agnes Navarro.
Good evening, everyone. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ay si Agnes Navarro Garcia, ang Executive Director ng Filipino Community of Seattle. Today, as we celebrate the 86th anniversary, let me tell you how we survived the last 12 months. It is hard to believe that we are reaching the end of 2021. I remember this time last year when we thought we would be far beyond the pandemic by now. We could not fathom that we would still be in the world of masks, COVID-19 testing, and vaccinations. The year have been tough for all. Despite the height of the pandemic, FCS was able to rise to offer our excellent services and programs.
Pardon the technical difficulties. We will return shortly. In the meantime, while we return to the message from Dr. Agnes Navarro, the Executive Director of the Filipino Community of Seattle, we would like to thank our friends who have made some generous donations. Joaquin Uy, thank you so very much. Salamat po. Our dear friend Arnaldo and
Yeah.
Steve's dear friend Francina Nordoc, thank you so very much, our dear friend.
Thank you, Franny.
Astra and Gabriel Era and Mary Ann Young in honor of our very dear friend of the FCS, Doña Delia Vita. All right, let's check the video message once again from the Executive
Good
Director of the
evening,
FCS.
everyone. Magandang We have done some major renovations. We now have a new commercial kitchen with all stainless steel appliances and storage shelvings. Our kitchen also has a new stainless steel commercial refrigerator and freezer. FCC's entire roof and a long support beam on the north end was replaced. The front offices got a much needed renovation as well. We are looking forward to have hardwood floors and freshly painted walls. We also have started to renovate the Palisok room, which is located to the right of the stage. This becomes the dressing room To finish our accomplishments for this year, we have acquired a new 24-passenger van. We will use it for our seniors' grocery shopping day, field trips, and medical appointments. Now, let's focus on what we are planning to achieve in the next few years. We are looking at a more vibrant community where people can gather, enjoy the programs, and classes. We offer at both the Filipino Community Center and the Innovation Learning Center. Aside from our very dedicated staff, we have several wonderful and very committed volunteers that can make this happen. We also collaborated with other individuals and organizations to accomplish this. As our programs increase, good
Put us on the
All right, everyone. Let's check our fundraising thermometer for now. Let's see. Now, as you know, and we welcomed everyone to our 86th virtual gala for the Filipino community of Seattle, we had shared that we have already raised $50,000, and our goal this evening is $75,000. So let's check that thermometer. How hot is it right now in Manila? Is it in the 90,000 degrees pesos or dollars? Let's see. Oh yes, so we are at 52,448. Ano yung calculation niya sa pesos, Arnaldo? Ano ba yan?
Mahina ako sa math.
Mahina ka ba sa math?
Oh, we're 54 now.
Oh my gosh, 54,000. So 54,475 times 50. Ayan, sandali lang po. 2 million po, Sus Mariosep. 2.7 million pesos.
Pesos. Wait.
Ang daming ano yun, Jollibee, tsaka kung ano-ano. Wait, we cannot say Jollibee kasi hindi sila nag-sponsor. So, warning po kayo mga yung pumupunta. I cannot say, pero sounds like ano po, Alibi. Ayan. Kung may mga kakilala po kayo sa Alibi, so maybe next time, mag-i-sponsor ang Alibi sa FCS GALA for next year. Ayan.
At saka daming programs na binanggit ni Agnes earlier. So many programs. Senior services.
Senior youth STEM program.
No, actually, it's STEAM now.
Oh, that's right. Because we're including the arts.
Yes.
Thanks to Arnaldo Dragshantus, Lifetime Achievement recipient for the arts.
I was talking with some colleagues of mine at work. We were saying, how can we increase the representation of Filipinos in the IT and technical, environment? And I said, Seattle is really the perfect area to do this. And I was telling them about the STEAM or the STEM, the Youth Innovation Project program that the Filipino community of Seattle is doing. And these are Filipinos at work, right? So, but a lot of them are in different areas like Kansas, Winnipeg, and Las Colinas, Texas. And I told them, we're doing it here. So I said, if you really want representation of young Phil-Ams in the technology business, you have to show them the opportunity, right? Because if they don't, and you as an individual, you as a person, I think all of us are capable of providing that window of opportunity to our youth, so they see that people like us in same color, same race, same background, same food that we like, can be who we are.
Yeah. And no matter where we are, we just saw a couple of comments from our online viewers. We have Vilma watching us all the way from Idaho. My gosh, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Idaho. I think that's near Pampanga, I think. And then there's Teresita watching all the way from the Philippine Islands.
Oh my
Teresita
goodness.
is representing us at the Miss Universe pageant. Ayan. Good luck po, ma'am. Ayan. The other
Kamusta
thing,
sa lahat dyan?
right? Kamusta po mga kababayan? Welcome po kayo. And one of the exciting things too that I heard Tita Agnes mention is the 24-27 seater van. Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah.
so
That's
excited.
important.
Yeah, I can already imagine si Arnaldo drug chantus with her yayas. Ayan. But no, in all seriousness, so this van is actually very critical in transporting and providing transportation for our elders, for our lolos and lolas of our
Our
Filipino
manos and
community.
manas, yeah.
Exactly. Ayan, malapit na nga ako dyan, mana.
Kaya we're gonna be next.
All right. So once again, thank you so much. So please remember to bid and donate. We've got some exciting auction items for everyone, and just to simply vote. Every so right.
Okay, let me introduce our next speaker. Is Judge Jennifer Cruz. She is FCS Vice President of Programs. Oops, sorry, apologize. I'm just not.
It's all good. And Jennifer happens to also be Judge Pro Tem for the King County District Court and the cities of Kent, Kirkland, Tukwila, Issaquah, and Des Moines Municipal Courts. She is a criminal defense lawyer who has represented indigent individuals in serious felonies offenses for 25 years. So please help us give a warm welcome to Judge Jennifer Cruz.
Thank you.
is doing. Our theme this year is Together We Rise. And it is an appropriate theme given everything that we have experienced in the last 18 months with the global pandemic and the COVID 19 virus. As a community, we have had to pivot and change the way we provide services and programming. It is our hope that we will soon be fully open so that we can gather together in person. The community has 3 primary programs: the senior program, the youth development program, and the gender-based violence program. I will first give you an update into our senior programs. I wanted to thank and recognize the hardworking staff. Emma Katuge is the FCS program supervisor, and she oversees all program operations. Jacqueline Sampson is our senior lunch program coordinator. Nelia Diaz is our senior program outreach coordinator. And Lolita Lawson helps with the food bank and senior lunch program. We are also supported by our kitchen staff, dedicated volunteers, and Zumba instructors. The senior lunch program has been in operation for over 20 years. The program operates every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday to provide a hot, culturally appropriate meal to our seniors in the community. With the pandemic, the FCS was forced to close to the public. However, as a result, the senior lunch program organized delivery of hot meals to seniors at their homes. The lunch program delivers over 300 hot meals every week to seniors all over the county. We also operate our food bank on Mondays and Thursdays, providing seniors with culturally appropriate food and pantry items as needed. We were fortunate enough to reopen for 1 week in August. Seniors were so happy to see each other in person and to share a meal. However, due to the Delta variant, we had to close again. We hope to reopen soon, as we know that seniors rely on this interaction as a highlight of their day. Our second program for seniors is our Senior Virtual Village. On October 1st, we launched our village on the FCS website. This is a way we can continue to reach out to seniors who are homebound and keep them informed and active. Our first event is the FCS Senior Virtual Village Fitness Challenge. Each week, we are asking seniors to view a set of gentle exercise and movement videos, answer a brief questionnaire about the videos, and in turn, they will be given an opportunity to earn a $25 grocery gift card. The third program we offer our seniors is the Senior Hub. This was developed to address mental health issues and prevent isolation in the senior community. Nelia Diaz is our outreach coordinator, and she personally calls seniors to check in with them and provides emotional support and guidance. The pandemic has affected everyone, and seniors have mentioned that they are feeling more isolated and lonelier. We hope to open soon, and we are excited to share that FCS, with the aid of a grant from King County, was able to purchase a 24-seat van. The van has the FCS logo on both sides, and we have hired 2 drivers who will operate it. The van will be used to take seniors on grocery runs and to have quarterly field trips. Jacqueline is currently planning a field trip for seniors to the Seattle Aquarium. Other possible trips in the future are to the Shrimp Shack in Anacortes, the annual Tulip Festival, and the Winglet Museum. Next, I wanted to share our youth development programs with you. I want to recognize the staff who put so much time and energy into this. Again, Emma is the supervisor for the program. Haya Munoz is the youth manager and in charge of the Innovation Learning Center. Noel Inthavon is our youth coordinator. Camille Unko is our youth program outreach and facilitator assistant. And Thomas Abalahin is our youth staff associate and FCS historian. We are excited to share with you the opening of our Innovation Learning Center on the ground floor of the Filipino Village. The center contains 4,900 square feet of learning for youth. It will also be open to everyone needing access to computers and technological assistance. The ILC will also house a preschool program beginning in late October. The plan is to have dedicated hours of open space for youth to come and to use the technology in the center. Other programs are still developing, but there are plans in the works for a robotics class for youth, as well as a basic computer skills class for seniors. During the summer, the Youth Development Committee produced a summer challenge for youth. 25 families from the King County area participated in the challenge, which was focused on keeping positive and moving together as a family. Each week, a newsletter was produced with the week's themes and activities, and ways in which the families could complete the activities together. As we now turn to fall, our youth development team continues to work with Seattle Public Schools in our area. We continue to provide in-classroom tutoring services 2 to 3 times a week at Dearborn Park Elementary for 2nd and 3rd grade students. Last year, the youth development team worked with youth on math skills. This year, the focus will be on language arts. The youth development program is working to restart the middle school program and high school programs. The plan is to have FCS as a home base for youth to gather, socialize, and work on homework. Camille is hard at work maintaining YDP's presence on Instagram, while Thomas is digitalizing our Pamana books and photos and organizing the volume of documents we have. Last, I want to tell you about our gender-based violence programs. The Filipino Domestic Violence Education Committee has been run completely voluntarily for the last 2 decades. We recently obtained funding to revitalize the program under its new name, Filipinas Against Violence. We will be working in partnership with Mother Nation and Casa Latina and the UW Women's Center, which is run by Dr. Basu and Velma Valoria. We will be providing advocacy, support, referrals, workshops, and community awareness on the issues of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. We also plan on programming for natural helpers in the community. We want to operate and continue to operate and develop these programs. We also are planning on more intergenerational programming. It is vital that the youth and elders in our community can share knowledge and stories with each other as we continue to rise together as a community. Thank you so much for your support this evening.
Maraming salamat po to Judge Jennifer Cruz. That is Wilmer right there. We are so very happy and so proud of him for supporting us the last few years. Wilmer Galindo is a Filipino American, and He's been working tirelessly behind the scenes, but you just saw him. So, but we'll take advantage of that and give him our thanks. Thank you, Wilmer. There he is. He's quite the shy person. While we prepare and share the fundraising thermometer, we would like to acknowledge a few more of our friends of FCS for their donation and their generosity. Juliet Cheatle, who you actually saw perform, thank you so very much. Nelia Diaz, thank you so much. Samantha Van Gorder, wow, fancy last name, Van Gorder. Ricardo Polintan and Pasita Bunag, maraming salamat po. Eileen Balahadia, salamat po. Tessie Benito and Lolita Lawson. And also we saw a comment from one of our viewers, Christopher Moxon, or Moxon, said, congrats FCS on 86 years. Thank you so very much. Ay, pogi si Papa. Hi, Papa. Punta po tayo ng yung sa van. Punta tayo ng aquarium. Yes. Date night. Ayan. Okay, tignan na natin. May mga bata. General audience po. Ayan. Okay, let's go check our thermometer. Let's see how. Last we checked, we had raised just almost $55,000. So let's see what's.
56.
Is it now 56? Oh
Could you show it
wow!
again, please.
Yeah, let's go see that.
Oh, 55.
Oh, there you go. Oh, 50. Remember, goal this evening is $75,000. Thank you to C Pharmacy, Chris Klepper. Thank you so much. Mary Ann Young, in honor of Doña Delia Vita. Astra and Gabriel Era, thank you so very much. And really, we want to thank and want to show our salamat to everyone, because even before we started the program this evening, we had already made in pledges and donations of over $50,000. So already po. And remember, please bid on our amazing and beautiful auction items.
Yep.
And you have until midnight this Sunday. So if you're feeling kind of 50-50, if you need to maybe check out our Filipino restaurants here in town, like Musang and Archipelago, to make your decision, or even Canlis with our the first female chef at Canlis. Not only she a woman, but she's a woman of color. She's Filipina, and she's part of the LGBTQ community. Aisha Ibrahimi, maraming and their sommelier is also. Yeah, I'm realizing I'm turning this way because Arnaldo is actually literally on this side of me, but on the camera he's over here.
There you go. I should go like this.
Oh, there you go. Now we've changed it. There you go. That's the proper
Perfect.
setting. Thank you. And thanks to Wilmer for doing that. Also, what you're seeing in the background is the mural. Ayan, I have to adjust. Ayan na naman. The mural that will be part of the panels at the Filipino Community Village. All right.
Yep. Okay. Let's have our last entertainer for this evening. Her name is Jogiel, and she's a singer-songwriter from the province of Zamboanga del Norte, Chabacano. Traveled across the country in search of a better life, like most immigrants like us, right? A comedian, a saleswoman, and a mom. Her quote, she says, life knocked her down several times, but family, faith, and music keeps her feet on the ground. So exciting to hear her. Please welcome Jogiel.
When the world ends, really matter. As you grow up, you like it better. Love for you never die. Go ahead, make the angels Go ahead, say what you want. When we grow old, we'll like it better as we live our lives, not having it shattered. This feeling inside will never die, never die. My love for you will never die. And now, I want to play a song, Filipino song actually. I know everybody noticed. It's called Hawak Kamay. It means holding hands. Hold hands. Minsan madarama mo, kaibigan, ng problema. Minsan mahihirapan ka at masasabi, di ko na kaya. Tumingin ka lang sa langit, pagkasakali ikaw ay naramdaman. Di kaya ako'y tawagin. Malalaman mong kahit kailan hawak kamay. Di kita iiwan sa paglakbay. Sa mundo ng kawalan, hawak kamay. Di kita bibitawan sa paglalakbay. Hawak kamay. Hawak kamay.
Again to our last entertainer, Jogiel. Thank you so much. And while we're preparing to share with you our fundraising thermometer once again and for the final time, we would like to thank our friends of FCS, Amber Manugid, Lila Ramos Shahani, Edwin Obras, our FCS president, Chris Moxon, King Plaza Dental Dentures, Hideo Rauri. Oh yes, Sharon Tomiko Santos. Hi,
we
Auntie.
love her. We love you.
Beros Ferrell, Fred and Thelma Versosa, Jim and Alma Kern. Hi, Tita Alma.
Hi.
And then Sai Chaleon Pon. Thank you so very much.
Wow.
And we had a message there from William Simpson. that we're just excited. Yes, absolutely. We couldn't agree with you more. That we're just so excited to defeat this pandemic so we can gather together
Yeah.
once again. And so that for me personally, I am just so excited to do mano to our lolos and lolas. Like I'll show you how. Arnaldo, can I mano to you? Okay, he doesn't want to. Hindi pa siya daw
Hindi pa,
of
not yet.
age.
Give me more years.
Ayan. All right. So yes, let's go check that thermometer. Please remember to bid and donate. We have until Monday. I'm sorry, Sunday at midnight. So the Sunday night po, yung parang midnight mass.
So,
Ayan.
so we're not seeing what's going on now with the bidding, right? So it's like,
No.
if it's already sold.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Look at the number.
72?
72,283 votes. Ay,
Nako,
the
thank
dollars
you so
yan.
much. Okay, 3,000 more, 3,000 more.
Ayan. Oh, yan. We're refreshing it po. We're loading. Ayan. Ang
72,000.
ganda po. Yan.
Amazing.
Pak.
Our communities,
Yan.
talagang nakakagulat.
Yes. As they say, the Filipino youth say in the Philippines, pak.
Pak.
Ayan. 70,000. Oh, 3. My
Thank you, Richard
goodness.
Israel.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, we're nearing it. I can bet you 1 peso that we will go over the goal by Sunday midnight, especially with giving folks time to look at the auction items.
Right.
And yeah, and not only are you bidding on it, not only are you helping FCS, but you get to take home with you your winning auction item. Minda Rafael, thank you so much for your greetings of congratulations to the FCS. Thank you, Minda. Minda Rafael, thank you so very much.
This is so exciting.
Oh, yes. Oh, our dear Tita Sharon, thank you so very much. Thank you. We love you. And thank you for always engaging your
Yes.
constituents, our
you.
citizens here in our state. Thank you so very much for
much.
all that you do. And I hope this is okay. I want to share this. This is very personal to me because I live in the ID. I am just like witness to the Uncle Bob Santos place. We've already broke ground and I'm seeing it change every day. I have to walk past it to go to my office. And I actually texted Tita Sharon a photo of the building rising. So I hope that we get to also enjoy that. We've got the Filipino Community Village. We have all these beautiful structures that really represent the beautiful history and culture of Filipino Americans that have settled here, that what we now call as the United States. And for folks that may not be as familiar, Filipinos are documented as the first Asians to have arrived to what we now know as the United States. They arrived in 1587, just a couple of years before yung
before you
birthday.
arrived.
Yes. 1587, would you believe?
Mermaid ka pa nun.
Mermaid pa ako nun, Sirena. At Morro Bay, in now what we now know as
Yeah.
California, they came by way of the Spanish galleons. Just, a few decades after, I'm going to use air quotes on this, before the Philippines was discovered in March 1521. Just a few years before. Yes, ayan. Mano po. But anyway, yes, we've got so many people to thank. Arnaldo?
Oh my goodness, so much to thank. Thank you to the organizers of tonight's event, the 2021 FCS GALA Committee, with Chair Agnes Vining and team members Agnes Navarro, Armelito Pangilinan, Delia Vita, Francis Franco, Emma Katage, Jacqueline Sampson, Melanie Paredes, and Germaline Pasha. Thank you, of course, to Wilmer, our virtual tech whiz, and helping us with all these technical difficulties and challenges. It's really hard to do this, various locations, but thank you. Thank you to our auction donors, our major sponsors, and of course, to all of you who joined us tonight. Maraming salamat po. The work of FCS continues, and to all the volunteers, FCS board members, we thank you for your passion and energy in helping our kababayans here in Seattle. The work continues, and we hope that you will support us all throughout this journey. And here are the current services and programs that
That's
FCS
right.
provides.
So if you're still wondering where does your donation go to, what does it benefit? Well, here they are. Senior Services, the senior lunch program that's provided on Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays. And because of, if you haven't heard, COVID, at this time it is curbside pickup only. We also have the Senior Virtual Village. The Senior Virtual Village aims to teach seniors about different topics as technology, health and wellness, nutrition, and so many more, as well as increase access for seniors. Increase in access includes teaching about how to use technology, laptop computer rental, and weekly grocery trips provided by a Filipino Community of Seattle staff member. And not only that, we have the Senior Hub for mental health and wellness awareness programs. The FCS Senior Hub is a program focused on improving senior mental health because we recognize that isolation and depression are a problem among the elder population. Therefore, this program helps teach seniors self-care and mental health tactics in order to improve their everyday lives, as well as have mental health check-ins from FCS staff. The Senior Hub also serves as a way for seniors to have more community. And this is absolutely near and dear to my heart as a social worker and private practice myself as a mental health therapist. This is absolutely critical and necessary for our community. And we also have the Youth Development Program opening soon in the ground floor of the Filipino Community Village. That's right. And we're so excited for that. It's going to host the Innovation Learning Center, a state-of-the-art computer laboratory. Oh, yes, that will be accessible to youth of Rainier Valley. Oh, my goodness.
Excited ako dyan.
Youth daw, youth. Youth, ano
Okay,
ba yan?
Careful.
Careful.
Hindi gayut.
Hindi gayut. Ano
Youth.
lang, youth.
Okay.
Yeah, one syllable lang.
Pwede pa rin naman ako pumasa.
Sure.
Konti
Yes po.
Dark
Yes.
lighting.
And beyond, who are interested in robotics and STEAM programs. That is not an error in pronunciation. Yes, in fact, we say STEAM because we've included A for the arts. With a dedicated 4,900 square feet space, the Innovation Learning Center will be an inspirational and educational center for youth and will be open to everyone needing access to computers and technical assistance. And lastly, our international preschool. It's going to be an innovation learning center, and the Filipino Community Village are offering an intergenerational preschool. Enrollment forms are available at the Filipino Community of Seattle Community Center. And by the way, we are still selling the bricks that will become part of the Filipino Community Village Plaza. I'm gonna write down mine. I've just been so busy, but my name is on there. It's gonna say Aleksa Manila, Miss Gay Filipino 19 Kopong Kopong.
Brick. Hindi,
Brick,
hindi
brick.
Adobe block.
Hindi block, brick lang.
So your name will be permanently engraved and part of the Filipino FCS village. So do you know how much
it will be $250, but of course we'll take more if you'd
Yeah.
like to so generously give of your precious time and talents to the Filipino Community of Seattle. Remember, we're already celebrating 86 years, and we are so excited to celebrate more centuries because we recognize that Filipinos are everywhere and we thrive but with being together. So maraming salamat po.
Community is important. Community is very important.
Absolutely.
So on that,
Communities.
maybe we should do a last check on our thermometer before we say goodnight.
Sure
What do you
thing.
think?
Yeah, sure thing.
I can do
Let's
that?
let's check that thermometer one more time. I want to invite everyone. Please check out Arnaldo Dragshantus. He's the founder of the Pacific Northwest Cabaret Association. Check out marchcabaretmonth.com.
Our festival.
and
we're
their
going to
festival.
open the triple door again.
That's right. It's a big deal. And my name is Aleksa Manila. Come follow me on social media, on all social media platforms with my handle, Aleksa Manila. And of course, my website, aleksamanila.com. Ayan. Let's see. Can we see the thermometer one last time?
Before we say goodnight.
By request of Lolo Arnaldo.
Okay, Lola. Atita.
Ayan,
Tita
wala
na
na.
lang.
Okay, I think we're good.
We're good?
This is a good sign.
Okay.
And again, please continue to bid on those auction items. We have until midnight of this Sunday.
Correct.
On behalf of the Filipino Communities of Seattle, happy anniversary po. Congratulations and salamat po.
Maraming salamat. 74,000.
Yay!
Yes. Salamat po. Thank you everyone for making this night and evening a success. Maraming salamat. Okay, Wilmer?
Paalam po. Salamat,
Paalam.
Kuya Arnaldo.
Salamat, Aleksa Manila. You are a treasure.
And so are you, my love. Mwah! Salamat po mga kababayan at kapamilya.
Bye.
Bye. Paalam.
When the world ends, will it matter? As we grow up, we like it better. My love for you. Go ahead, make the angels cry. And go ahead, say what you want. When we grow old, we like it better. As we live our lives, they're having each other. This feeling inside will never die, never die. My love for you will never die. And now, I want to play a song, Filipino song actually.
Ako ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika. Likas sa aking puso at hikain kay kanda. Sa Pilipinas na aking bayan, lantay na perlas ng silanganan, wari na tipo ng kayamanan ng may kapal. Bigay sa'king talino sa mabuti lang laan. Sa aki katutuo ang maging mapagmahal.
aking munting daigdig. Tila ilog pala ang paghimig, kung malalim damdami pag-ibig, kung umapaw ang kaluluwa tinig, ay sadyang nanginginig. Magmula nung ako'y natutong umawit, bawat sandali aking pilit mabatid, ang himig na may tuturing atin, mapupuri pagkat bubudangin. Di marami ang di magsasabing eto na inyong dinggin. Kay ganda ng ating musika, kay ganda ng ating musika, ito ay atin, sariling atin, at sa habang buhay, awitin natin. Kay ganda ng ating musika, kay ganda ng ating musika, ito ay atin, sariling atin. Magmula nung ako'y natutong umawi, nagkabuhay muli ang aking paligid. Ngayong batid ko na ang umibig, sa sariling tugtugin o himig, sa isang makatay maririnig, mga titik nagsasabi. Kay ganda ng ating musika, kay ganda ng ating musika, ito ay atin, sariling atin, at sa habang buhay, awitin natin. Ating musika,
show you that my heart is yours to keep. No, baby, no, don't you hesitate. This time you feel the warmth of our love in my embrace. I know that lately it seems that time has passed us by. But boy, I promise that our love will make it right. 'Cause the next time the next time that I hold you in my arms, I wanna touch you, boy. Yes, I'm longing for your touch. Let me taste the sweetness of your lips on next time. The next time's all for you.
Ito ng gabing hinihintay. Mga tagahanga ko'y nagdating ang lahat. Nananabik kong marinig inyong palakpak. Mayroong kaba sa aking dibdib. Pinapawisan pa ng tila malakit. Ito ang dinaranas ko sa tuwing palabas. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako'y nagagalak at kayo'y nagsinalo sa gabi ng palabas ko. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako'y nagagalak at tayo'y nagkaniig kahit konting sandali. Sa harap ninyo ay walang lungkot. Suliranin ko'y bigla ring nalilimot. Ngiti ninyo'y mabisang ang gamot. Sa indak nitong musikang inaalay, nararamdaman ko pintig ng inyong buhay. Bumibilis nag-iibang kulay. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako'y nagagalak at kayo'y nagsidalo sa gabi ng palabas ko. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako'y nagagalak at tayo'y nagkaniig kahit konting sandali. Pag nagdilim na ang ilaw, hinahanap pa rin kayo. Kundi dahil sa inyong lahat, ako'y wala rito. Ito nga ang gabing hinihintay. Sana'y di magwakas, sandaling nagniningning. Alay sa lahat ng dumating. Magandang gabi, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Hanggang sa muling pagsasama.
Go ahead, say what you want. When we grow old, we like it better as we live our lives, not having each other. This feeling inside will never die, never die. My love for you will never die. And now, I want to play a song, Filipino song actually. I know everybody knows this song. It's called Hawak Kamay. It means holding hands.